Hi, this is Steve from Roofer 911. I'm on a roof in Mclean, Virginia, and the home that I'm doing an inspection for, they got many leaks inside the home. I'm going to give them two different options, one for a repair and then another one for a new roof. The leaks, I can definitely stop it, but there's a lot involved. Now here, you can see an inexperienced contractor did work here, and he fastened the step flashing right to the face of the stone. There should have been a counter flashing that overlapped the flashing. Now also, when the contractor did the roofing up against the chimney, they fastened the shingles too close to the brick, and by doing that, they damaged the flashing underneath. So the first thing we need to do is remove all the roofing material completely around the chimney. We're going to cut right through the stone about 3/4 inch, and then we're going to insert inside the stone a counter flashing, and then we'll install new step flashing, and then ice and water shield is going to go completely around the chimney, and then we're going to re-shingle it. Now here you can see this shingle here is overlapping the counter flashing. The flashing comes out to about right here. So this shingle is overlapping it, and then this shingle is overlapping it. So they built themselves a water trap, and the water's getting inside here, and that water can settle anywhere down below. So we got to make sure everything is done right with the chimney. Now when I went inside the home, I noticed there's mold right across the top of the ridge, and the reason why is because the house is not ventilating properly, and all that warm moist air is staying at the highest point. So we need to remove all these cap shingles, which is about 40 feet. Once it's removed, then we're going to cut through the plywood on both sides of the ridge about 1.5 inches. Then we're going to install a ridge vent. Here, this pipe flange was installed incorrectly, so this is leaking. Also, the rubber flange, the rubber collar has collapsed, so that's also attributing to the leak. This chimney flashing was done exactly the same as the stone. There's no counter flashing. Also, they put nails through the step flashing. You can see it here, and it's over here. It's all the way around. So we got to do this as well. Now this ridge, there's no ridge vent on top of here as well, so this is the next place they're going to develop mold. Now the contractor who did the valley, and also where this roof and this roof meet, was very, very bad. Here, the shingles, the water is going right underneath the shingles that are overlapping this roof, and you can see there's nails exposed, so the water's seeping right through the sides of the nails. So this valley has to be done over, and you have nail pops here, and also there's a nail pop here, so that's all attributing to the valley leak. And that water will go inside the home directly below, but then it can settle anywhere down below. Now this valley here has to be done over too, and this is about a 35-foot valley, and it looks like there could be some rotted wood here. No, there's not. Good. All right, so this valley has to be done as well. Now, somebody was up on the roof, and they were hoping to stop the leak by spreading tar, but all they're doing is putting a problem on top of a problem. So we have to do the same thing here as the other chimneys, remove all the roofing material, install a new counter and step flashing, ice and water shield, and then we'll stop that leak. Also, this pipe flange here is done wrong. I have no idea what's going on here because they spread tar completely around the vent. This vent pipe here is done wrong, so that leak could settle right here where the two roofs join, but also that water can settle at the chimney. Somebody did some repairs here by spreading tar, and they put a piece of step flashing there. Now on the lower roof, you can see the step flashing down here is all exposed, but then on the other side, they did exactly the same thing. So what we have to do here is do all the roofing up against the wall, and then repair or place the flashing along the wall and re-shingle it. There's so much work that has to be done. Now another thing is, and this will cause a leak too, is where this roof here and this roof join together. You can see the roof is taking a little bit of a dip. And so with a heavy rain or melting snow, the water can back up underneath the shingles here and go underneath and then leak right through the side of that nail. Okay, now this chimney here has counter flashing. This is the counter flashing here, but they put the step flashing right on top of it. So the water's going behind the step flashing and leaking inside the home. This vent pipe is done wrong. All the gutters are all clogged with debris. So we have to clean the gutters, because if we don't, that water will back up and go inside the home and leak inside the exterior wall, and it can cause a flood. So yeah, I definitely have to give two options on this, one for a repair and one for a new roof. The repairs, I will most certainly stop all the leaks, but it's going to be expensive because there's a lot involved. Again, my name is Steve from Roofer 911. We specialize in repair and replacement in all areas of Mclean and Northern Virginia. I can be reached at 703-475-2446.